So you managed to convert to IIM Calcutta this time. So how is the environment like? How is the feeling?
Yeah, like I am pretty excited. I'm going to be heading to Calcutta this weekend.
Uh,
Yeah, it's
Nice. So yeah.
still getting
So
used to it.
yeah. So it's मतलब, next weekend. So yeah, it's pretty close now. It's Thursday today. So
Yeah, a
even two
couple of
days.
days. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So are you in the office? Like you look like you're working.
Yeah, yeah, I'm at my office. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Last day, time to resign now.
Yeah, I'm just about to hand in my laptop.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the environment like? What was your reaction when you finally read that you converted? I am Calcutta, and you also converted other colleges. I am Bangalore, Indore. So how
Right, right.
what was the reaction when
So
you
I
saw
think
those converts?
the first result I got was Calcutta. So, so I couldn't believe it. Like when I
Uh,
saw it, actually, like it took me a couple of days to
uh,
acclimatize to the fact that yeah, it's here. Uh,
okay.
but yeah, I think I was really excited. Still
Finally,
trying to adjust to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, after all those efforts, after all those long nights that you must have put in, it all
Yeah,
it
yeah.
paid off in the end.
Yeah, yeah, it was actually it was really emotional. It was amazing. Like
Yeah,
I can't explain. It was brilliant.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, you scored a 99.89 percentile this time around.
right.
So, what was that like? How was your cat prep journey?
Right. So this was actually my second attempt at CAT.
Okay,
So in my first attempt, I had prepared very half-heartedly.
okay,
But I had a basic idea of the concepts. I knew that it's a aptitude exam, and you know that the competition is there. But I think I was very underprepared the first time in terms of how well I need to have my concepts clear and things like that.
yeah,
So I think this time it was a little easier for me in that sense because I had a flavor of the exam before.
yeah,
I knew what was expected out of me. So I started around April. That's when I started giving like mocks and evaluating my mocks, going through concepts. Quant was always good for me, so I used to practice a lot for quant, for DLR. For verbal, I used to read a lot. I used to read the paper almost every day. So yeah, that really helped me in my CAT prep, like 6 7 months of good dedicated prep. And I knew that okay, for my profile, I really need a high percentile to get calls, to get converts. So the bar was high, so I knew that I had to put in that extra effort from my end to get there. Yeah,
okay. So you are an engineer with a couple of years of experience. Am I right?
right, right. Yeah,
Yeah, so being in that distinct category, the highly positioned general engineer male. So
yeah.
was that playing at the back of your mind when when you were preparing?
Yeah, definitely. So I think one of my friends last year, when he gave the
Yeah.
cat, he got 99.5 at that
Uh,
time. And I remember talking to him, and he was really disappointed because he didn't receive a single call from any IIM,
oh, it's
despite that.
that tough.
Yeah, so and he had a decent profile, like he had like a 988
Mm,
profile at 99.5.
nice.
So I knew that yes, having witnessed such a thing, I knew that I really
Yeah,
had to put in my best. Like it was do or die type. So
yeah,
yeah, that was there at the back of my mind. But I think you just have to like face it and
yeah.
work harder. Yeah,
Just take your shot and like hope for the best, right?
right, right. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So anyway, the cat prep, so that was one aspect. That will only get you as far as getting a call.
right.
Yeah, but the main part comes when you are sitting inside that room, sitting inside like in front of the two or three panelists who are ready to like pounce on you at the very next chance that they get. So what was that like? Like how was the experience with different IIMs?
Yeah, I think so. Again, Calcutta was my first interview.
Okay.
And it was the first interview of my life for the
Oh,
MBA.
no. Oh,
Yeah, like because the last time I hadn't received any calls, and this was my first
mm,
interview for the season.
okay.
Uh, so I remember going there, I was pretty nervous, tried to calm
Mm,
myself down, and there was like the VAT, and then we went for the interview. And I remember I handed over my entire file to them with all my documents. They didn't even look at it. Uh, they had my profile memorized in and out.
yeah. Oh,
They, to the extent at which the first question
mm,
that I was asked is, you withdrew from one of your courses in the final semester of college. Why did you do that?
oh, okay.
So they knew it to that extent, and they knew which course it was, and they wanted to
Oh,
know
God.
why. So yeah, they'd gone through everything that I had mentioned, uh, every single detail they knew in and out, and I think that's from where the interview started. Yeah,
A word of caution for all those who would be watching this interview later. So basically, like, know your profile in and out because
yeah,
the interviewers might know it better than you do.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They comb through each and every detail. They'll try to
Uh,
see why you've done certain things. Like if you have a gap or something like that, they'll want to know
uh,
more, and they'll want to know what you did during all of that to help yourself, or
uh,
why you took certain decisions, and that's
uh,
important. Yeah,
uh,
luckily I
so,
prepared. Yeah.
how was the Bangalore one? Yeah? Calcutta was a different experience. Bangalore is famous for going after students who have work-ex
Yeah,
during the
so
batch 2 years. How
right,
was it?
right. So yeah, so actually Calcutta, Bangalore, both of my interviews actually revolved primarily around my work ex. So I
Okay.
could say like around 70% of both interviews were around
Mhm.
work ex.
Okay.
Calcutta went a little bit more into the profile and hobbies and things like that around
Okay.
apart from the work ex. But Bangalore surprisingly uh, asked me a few statistics and math questions, and they asked me to draw graphs and give them sample sets for different kinds of data.
Yeah.
And and yeah, Bangalore actually involved a lot of ethical questions as well. So there were situations that they put you in where where they were trying to judge your business ethics. So
Okay.
there were a lot of questions on those lines as well. So Bangalore was a very different experience. um, but yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, man, how was your experience with Mindworkzz?
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah. So my experience was actually pretty great. During the cat prep, at least, I knew what I needed. So
uh,
I didn't rely too much on external sources. I just kept practicing, and there was ample for me to practice from, and test series and all of that. But I think where it really made the difference was during the interviews. I think having like a mentor to help you out, iron your SOPs, iron your answers, and having calls at like even 11 p.m., 12 p.m. in the night
uh,
because you're under stress or you need help. And I think that helped me a lot. And Mindworks really, like I think maybe I was fortunate to have a really good mentor. But yeah, Mindworks really helped me over there. Um, so yeah, I think like from SOPs to getting questions to mock interviews, everything. I think I took a lot of mock interviews. And if, even apart from mock interviews, there were a lot of sessions where I used to just sit with my mentor and we used to just be discussing around my SOP. We should be discussing around my answers, seeing how I want to change my answers, uh, what kind of values do I want to portray in different answers and things like that. Yeah, that helped a lot.
so basically, like many people have said, your final draft is like no way close to your initial draft of the SOP.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah. Initial draft, yeah, probably won't want to look at it later on. Yeah. But yeah,
So,
it that's there. Like your initial draft is very unstructured. I think you sort of like in the process you start realizing what all you can
uh,
add, change, and structure your answer better.
yeah. So how was the experience with Arun Sharma, sir?
So yeah, I didn't have a lot of one-on-one interaction with
Okay.
sir, but Yeah, like I used to follow him extensively on YouTube even before
Okay.
joining, and I used to always listen to all of his
Mm,
the classes that he used to take online for
yeah.
the entire batch. So I think that really helped me because uh, he had a way of being very direct and letting you know what is required without any of like sugar coating.
Okay.
So I think that was something that I needed because I was very focused and I knew that I need to put in
Mm,
a lot of effort, and I needed to know that okay, this is where I can reach at the
yeah.
best, and I need to push myself. And I think his videos really help you, motivate you, help you with that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're leaving for Calcutta this weekend on Saturday, Sunday, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
You are through with the process. You are done. Okay, you are done with the whole process. But we have another set of people, another set of students, aspirants, who would be appearing for this very process in the next 5 months.
Right.
And that is the CAT 24. So they are going to be a juniors. So what would be your advice to those guys, to the fellow aspirants?
Yeah, I'd say focus on the cat. That's most important. That's the first step.
Yeah, yeah,
Work hard, practice as much as you can, spend as much time as you can on your weaker sections. Try to get all your concepts clear.
yeah.
There's no substitute for enough practice. So I think that's key. Then I think another thing that helped me at least was I used to set goals of raw scores that I wanted to attain
Mm,
while I gave my mocks, and I think that really sort of helped me get there to the final score that I wanted. So I
yeah.
rarely considered the percentile or anything like that. I always went by what raw score I wanted to achieve in each test across sections and overall as well. And I set a goal for myself and I tried to achieve that every single time.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
So once again, yeah, congratulations
Thank you.
for IIM Calcutta, and I'm sure that this is first of the many interviews that you would be giving,
Yeah, yeah,
and
sure.
और भी क्या कहते हैं, your aspirants मतलब अभी तो it's the start as we get closer to the exam, people would be reaching out to you for CAT prep advices and interview advice.
Yeah, sure, sure. You can
Uh,
feel free to reach out.
yeah.
Yeah.
ठीक है,
Okay.
congratulations and hope to see you again.
Sure, sure. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.